Alright, if you are watching this, and that means that you have survived 2022, aka 2020 New Game Plus 2. As we enter 2020 New Game Plus 3, I'd like to remind everyone that resources are now going to be 5% harder to find, 6% more expensive, and unfortunately the threat of a zombie attack has now gone up by another percent or so. For this very first video of 2023, I want to kind of take stock, kind of talk about what happened over the last year, and give everyone some good and unfortunately some terrible news that has happened. So let's start with some current news. I've been covering more games with the Best of 2022 series, which I'm hoping to get wrapped up this week. I've expanded the list from 10 games to I think we're up to like 35 or 40 games taking home awards. I hope everyone is enjoying the updated and a lot more award-winning games this year. Over 2022, I have added some more series, including the Influential Games Cast, the Is It Pay to Win series. Both I would like to get back to more in depth in this year once I'm finished writing the next book. Speaking of, the Game Design Deep Dive RPG is going well. I'm hoping to get it done by the end of January. And then once that is taken care of, that's going to free up some more time or more of my spare time to look at doing some more things. One of the goals is I would like to try to expand the Patreon. And I've been trying to think of more ways or more incentives to do that. I know a popular one is to have early access to videos, which once I have more spare time, I can start getting back to doing my video editings and kind of getting them all set up once a week. So if you guys have any other ideas for worthwhile or things you would be interested in supporting for the Patreon, please let me know. And as a quick reminder, anyone who donates at least $15 or more before I'm done writing the book will get an acknowledgement in it. So you have, I would say, at least a month before that is going to run out. Another big thing that's happened over 2022 has been doing more reaching out. I've been doing more library talks, contacting more states, and I found a really great organization here, or based out of the East Coast, that's trying to get more people interested in video game clubs and libraries. And as an interesting point, I just had a business call with the head of libraries in Pennsylvania, on top of having a business call with the head of libraries in Dallas, Texas, the week before. So I'm hoping some good things will come from both of them into this year. For those of you who don't know, the beauty about the library system, much like game dev, is that nothing happens immediately. And things that I do now will hopefully bear fruit 3 to 6 months down the line. Which, as someone who's been trying to wrangle game developers for roundtables, it's about the same in terms of the challenge there. As an interesting point, with that group that I'm working with, once things get kind of more formally announced, there's a good chance I'm going to be judging a student game jam in the coming months. And I'm certainly excited about that. And as an interesting point, we are now getting really close to hitting 10,000 subscribers here on the channel. I think we are less than 400 now, last I checked. And one of the things I would like to do as a very special, celebratory 10K is I would like to have a Game Wisdom Game Jam. And if you guys are interested in something like that, let me know. Because I know we have, again, a lot of students and developers here. And I think this will be a great way to not only use my pseudo-minor kind of celebrity status to give them more, or shining a light on them, but to get some interesting projects developed. Maybe someone will come up with that $1 million award-winning idea from the Game Jam. So if you guys are interested in that or have any thoughts on it, let me know down in the comments. Other than that, the goals for 2023, of course, are going to be to continue to expand, do more roundtables, get more developers, and if there's any other kind of series or topics that anyone would like me to discuss here on the channel, let me know. I certainly have a lot. As soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to be recording the first critical thought that I have for 2023, and it is going to be a doozy of a topic. So with all that said, unfortunately, it's time for some bad news. So, you probably remember back in September that my friend Rob Leach and I were doing more stuff together. We were doing the in the Inquiry series. He was on the round table. It was a lot of fun there. And then it all just stopped. Just completely disappeared. Well, I kept trying to get in communication with Rob over the end of 2022, and there's no response. And I just kept having this like gnawing feeling in my gut that something went terribly wrong. And when I looked into it at the end of this year, literally right before New Year's, I found Rob's obituary. He apparently passed due to a sudden illness at the end of September. And my thoughts definitely go out to his friends and loved ones. And admittedly, it has hit me really hard. My grandmother passed away in November, and I think her passing and finding out about his passing has been this just 1-2 punch. And I've just been feeling really depressed this past week. And it has certainly not been a great way to end 2022. I've been putting on, I think, a good face for the streams and the discussions, but it's definitely like eating me up inside. I do think I'm going to get better eventually, but it's still, kind of raw at the moment. I guess the only somewhat silver lining is that now that I know what has happened to Rob, it means I can move forward more in the inquiries. I'm going to be getting Josh and Seth to do some guest hosting there, and we're going to be opening things up on that front. As another thing I would like to do is possibly maybe have some Kickstarter in the inquiries as well. So for anyone who is thinking about or working on an upcoming Kickstarter project and would like me to examine that and help you out, please let me know. And I'm going to be also offering my services once again for game design consulting, play testing, UI UX work. So if you'd like me to help you with your game, then please get in touch there. Before I sign off on this video, I just want to give a quick thank you to everyone who's been enjoying the content here, who's been visiting the Discord, or just being a silent fan. I really do appreciate all the support, and thank you for everyone who has been sticking with me, whether you have recently joined or have been a long-time follower. And it's no longer a matter of if I will hit 10,000, it's just a matter of when. So once again, I really do want to say thank you to everyone who's been enjoying things here. Unfortunately, while 2022 had some pretty good highs to them with the books and the growth, it did not end well for me, and I'm hoping that 2023 will be a better year. So with that, thank you for watching this somewhat quick update, and I will see everyone for our next video. I hope you had a great New Year's Eve and you're enjoying New Year's Day also.